Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we are going to take a look at the new campaigns and the new events that have come to DBZ Dokkan for the version Z update and for part 2 of the New Year's celebration. So there's quite a lot of content that's come to DBZ Dokkan and I think it can be a little bit confusing, so we'll try and make things as organized as possible and go through things so that players can really understand what's going on and what they should focus on. But for the most part, we'll generally just start with the stock standard missions that we usually start with and the login bonuses, so we can understand what we're getting just for logging in. And for the project version Z update, there has been a login bonus that's been added, and that login bonus is 10 stones. There's also been a slight update to the DFE Vegeta banner apparently, but I'll be honest, I don't actually know what it is. It's a little bit confusing what they actually updated here, so I can't really tell you too much. So yeah, basically not really something that I can say you should focus on. But of course, beyond that, there is plenty that we should focus on. So the first is the project version Z, as I was talking about, the login bonus. So there is 10 stones that came out for the login bonus, and there are a whole bunch of support items and other rewards. These are pretty good and are great for new players, old players. I mean, 10 stones is 10 stones, and so can't really complain too much there. There has been a change to the hidden potential event, and we'll take a look at that in more detail in our review of version Z and the changes that came with it. But there has been a change, and there's currently a campaign where all the events are currently open and you will be able to do them every single day. So that's a nice bonus if you've been looking to farm some hidden potential orbs. Now is the time. You're going to be gathering up quite a few hidden potential orbs, so try and focus in on that if you do need them. If you've been struggling, it is probably best to try and get as many as possible. We then have the special missions for part 2 of the New Year's campaign. Nothing here seems too difficult for the most part. It's clearing story stages. There's then also perform 1 step, 3 steps and 5 steps of an Extreme Z Awakening. There were 2 new Super Trunks units that have had Extreme Z Awakenings added, so you can utilize those units or any free-to-play units. Then there is equipping 3 skill orbs and nothing else really too crazy. Clearing a stage without receiving damage, and there's also a challenge for using a Goku category unit, or well, they will be in the version Z challenges. So those were the missions for the second part of the New Year's banner, but there is a separate set of missions for the version Z update. There's nothing too crazy here for the version Z update, but it is noted that they give you limited keys. Now these keys can be used to take on a special hyperbolic time chamber event, which will give you some supreme kais and some good training items, and we'll take a look at that in a separate video, but please be aware that you need to complete those to get those keys. Now these missions are also pretty straightforward. A lot of them are things that will have you utilize the new systems, but most of them are very easy. Durkan awaken a character, Z awaken a character, train a character, raise the super attack level of a character, clear a stage with a specific character on your team that is a Goku unit, and we'll go confirm that now in the special missions. So between the 2 sets of missions, there's no real stamina goals, which is pretty good. It's obviously always nice to not see a big requirement for stamina or anything like that. And so for the most part, the missions are pretty easy. Z awaken a couple units, EZA awaken a couple units, and you'll basically have everything done that you need to have done, which is obviously fantastic for you, so I would definitely suggest taking a look at that. And you can see there that Goku is that specified unit, which should be pretty easy considering one of the main goals of version Z is to obviously get the new LR tutorial Goku. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the special missions there. There is also a lot more that's been added in. So we've obviously got the Project Z Dokkan Festival. So this doubles up. You get one free single summon per day with a chance to get one of these SSRs. Otherwise, you can summon on the banner as a general SSR banner. We will take a look at it in a video, but if you want my very early thoughts, it's definitely not something to actively spend stones on. We then also had 2 EZAs added for 2 different Super Trunks units. I think it's about time we got some pretty good Super Trunks units. So for the most part, I think this is a pretty good call overall, and I'm quite happy with it. I think it's a good change. I think it's nice EZAs. They kind of match the theme of Trunks. Then we obviously have the big news of the version Z update. Now I've already covered everything that has been changed in the version Z update video, and you can watch that on the channel if you want a bit more of an in-depth look at all of those specific kind of changes. But for the most part, it was pretty cool, and it's brought a lot of really awesome changes overall for the game, and I really think that a lot of these were for the better and were kind of needed. And especially the new tutorials and things like that, I think are great for the growth of the game and bringing in new players and also retaining those new players. Alongside that, we also have the 2 different kind of campaigns. We have the Project Z campaign. So this is the launch celebration campaign, and it brings with it not too much, just the login bonus, the special missions, the special daily summon, and the hidden potential campaign really. The rest is more closely related to awakening packs and special packs that you can buy, which we will take a look at in a separate video. There's also been the story revamp of the Saiyan Warrior Race event and the Chamber of Spirit and Time, which is that special kind of event that can be accessed with those limited keys that you receive from the special missions. And if we take a look at part 2 of the New Year's celebration, so we've got the legendary summon banner for Janemba, an incredibly powerful defensive unit that's pretty much one of the best, if not the best in the game. There are 2 new stages added in for the Super Trunks EZAs, and the Baton battle has been opened up once again. We then also have an Extreme Z legendary summon for the Martian Vegeta, which also features his EZA. We have an explosive chain battle next week against second form Cell, and we have some returning events. The Vegeta EZA will arrive next week with the Cell chain battle. And that's pretty much it for the majority of the major content. Everything that's been added in is pretty straightforward. A lot of people will keep themselves busy with the new LR Goku and probably experimenting with a lot of the version Z changes, which is pretty cool. As you can see there, we've now got sticker cards for Baton battle, which could be interesting, I guess. I think they're like holographic cards essentially that you can pick up, but we'll definitely see what happens there. We then have the ultimate leveling up event. This is the event you need to access with those limited keys, so you will have to access it through the portal of memories, but we'll take a look at that event when we kind of do it in a separate video, I think. We have the update to the Saiyan Warrior Race. This is changing it in lines with version Z. It's kind of bringing it up to speed with the whole DB story mode that they've added in, which is a bit more like theater based and adds a bit more of cinematics. You can also now pick up a new LR from this event, which I think is really cool, an LR Saiyan Saga Goku. As I mentioned before, the Trunks EZA now features the 2 sub EZAs for the Super Trunks units, which is, pretty cool and pretty helpful. And then, of course, I think both of these units are really interesting, and I'm quite keen to see where they come across. You'll also need them for the second form Cell chain battles, so working on them now is not a bad call. And then there's been a multitude of changes, some bug fixes, some amendments, some adjustments to stage descriptions and mission descriptions. So there's a lot going on. And then finally, there's a ton of banners operating right now, and we will take a look at some of the new ones in the Dokkan, like in a save or summon video. But there is the Project Version Z summon, there's still the New Year Step Up summon, there's the Legendary Janemba summoning, along with its own reciprocal ticket banner, there's still the Dokkan Fest Vegeta banner, there's the Double Dragon Rising banner, there's a whole bunch of category based banners, and there's the Elder Kai banner. So there's a lot going on in terms of basically just summoning units. You get one daily free summon on this Project Version Z banner, but please don't do the multi-summon. It's just not really worth it. I don't think it does give you red coins, but it just isn't something that I would endorse. And then finally, the last kind of news that you need to know is there's a fantastic special up right now on 50 stones. I think this works out to something like $2.50 or $3. I think it's $3, or just about $3.50, which is pretty good. And then the other one is $30, which is also pretty good. You can kind of go for either one. The second one only gives you 100 stones, but does let you choose from some pretty good legendaries, honestly. The Tech Broly, the AGL Kale and Caulifla. You've got the Strength UI Goku in there. You've got quite a few units that you can kind of pick out there that are really, really top notch. So it's actually quite a high value stone, especially for someone like me who really likes Strength UI Goku. And it also comes with 100 summoning stones, which, you know, is never really something, I guess, to complain about. So yeah, pretty interesting from that perspective. But otherwise, yeah, there's been a whole bunch of changes that have come to DBZ Dokkan Battle with version Z. I do suggest watching my video about all the changes, how they work, and where they have been made. And yeah, just in general, you know, enjoy the new content and enjoy everything that's come with it. There's been some nice new changes, some nice new events that have come out. There's the Hidden Potential campaign, so you can farm up on those. There's still the LR Prime Battle Gohan, and there's just a lot of content for you to kind of, how do I say, for you to kind of focus on. So yeah, for the most part, that is pretty much it from me. I don't think there's anything else really for us to talk about, and I hope you guys are looking forward to all of the new content and the changes that have come with version Z, and I want to know how you guys have been enjoying it down below. But as always, guys, well, usually as always, by the way, we're trying to find the Super Trunks EZA. But as always, guys, from my side, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, just remember to leave a like on the video. It really helps me out, and if you have any questions, you can leave a query with me. You can comment down below, and I will always try and get back to it and answer it as soon as I can. All of these little screens popping up, by the way, are all part of the tutorial. This is also just a final shout out to obviously do the first stage of Area 1. It is something brand new, and you can do that stage to get 3 stones. So for players who have finished the quest, there is a new stage that's been added after all this time. But yeah, finally, that is going to be it from me, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh wait, we need to quickly cover the Greatest Warrior event. Sorry, there's been a lot of content. So the Greatest Warrior panel is a set of mission rewards. I highly suggest you do it. But that's going to be it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, and bye.